Baby, won't you change your mind? Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh no, I've been hoping, baby. I've been praying, baby. Yes, I have. Baby, won't you change your mind? Oh no. I've been hoping, baby. Yeah. I've been praying down on my knees, praying that you change your mind. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'll do better if you change your mind.
To all of our women, a woman's beauty is not always seen. It takes special attention if she's the queen. Love and caress her, give her all of you, all that you got. Keep the loving so true. Ain't nothing like the beautiful. What would we do without you? We can't live without them, and we can't live without them. Every man needs one right by his side. Built up from grace, sensitive with emotions. Can't nothing satisfy but some good old devotion. A kind of word every now and then. Keep her on your side. Keep your beautiful head up, 'cause you are the backbone to our life. You can take so much more than a man. That's why you take so much from a man. We adore you, put nothing before you. Gotta be thankful 'cause you're around.
You are listening to the Mace Jackson Show. Oh my goodness. Whoa, you know what happens when we get cracking, when it gets hot, then all of a sudden the internet, they want to turn off the whole internet. Not just like a piece of it, but the whole internet goes down because, you know, they don't really like when we talk to the people we not supposed to be talking to. But I'm going to get her back because I'm telling you, Stacy Gates was dropping some knowledge. She was dropping some information. You know, I know we got questions, and I think we got her back. So let me do this. I am going to move to get Stacy Davis Gates back on the internet. The internet, they don't want to work with us, y'all. The internet's be trying to hold me back. They be trying to stop us from being great. But we are going to do our thing, and y'all, I think the magic
Bang.
got her back. It is the one and only inimitable Stacy Davis Gates. Stacy, I don't know where we were when we were so rudely interrupted, but I'm telling you, there is a conspiracy against me and with the internet. Whenever we talking to people who somebody, no names ain't gonna be mentioned. Whenever we talking to people, certain people don't like, all of a sudden the whole internet goes away. But it's good to have you back. So Stacy, where were we when we left you? Were we talking about training and bringing black teachers into CTU? Because Stacy, what's the breakdown of CTU like membership by race? I guess would say, is CTU a majority black union, white union? Where does it fit in the space?
So first, it's a majority Chicago union because our members live in the city, but it isn't majority black. It used to be very close to it, to be perfectly honest, prior to the Renaissance 2010 plan, prior to the destruction of public housing in the city, the proliferation of privately ran charter options. school turnarounds. I think before the internet did its in, we were talking about some work we're doing over at the union. So we have a program that we're running out of our union that nurtures our newer teachers, first and second year educators, Black educators, to make sure that we keep them in the system. This is something, ironically, that we do with the Chicago Public Schools, but not so ironically, we're in settlement talks right now over a lawsuit that Karen filed years ago, contesting the way in which closings and turnarounds were done. The judge has put the Chicago Public Schools and our union at another table for settlement talks. One of those settlement talks have got to be about figuring out how we keep Black teachers in the system that are here already, but also increasing the pipeline. And that is quite frankly more than the Chicago Public Schools too. The state of Illinois has changed the way in which it gets teacher candidates. And what that's done is marginalize the number that we receive. Again, using a standardized test that has zero bearing on my efficacy as an educator, my methodology, my instructional prowess. It just serves as a gatekeeper. And that gatekeeper, what it has done is lessen the number of candidates. So you have two issues we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with the impact of the experimentation on Black students, which mean that Black teachers suffered under that. Housing policy that kicked Black people out of this city because housing became unaffordable and not enough of it in the places where we reside. And so we're dealing with that impact. We're also dealing with the impact of school policy. You can't privatize schools, kick out veteran skilled Black teachers, hire a younger, whiter workforce and claim diversity. You cannot. And that's what the lawsuit addresses. But even more, we got to get policy at the state level to make sure that we don't have gatekeeping mechanisms that bar good candidates from even getting into the profession.
Okay. Todd, you forget your question? You ain't forget your we gotta wake Todd. We don't even know if he works here full time anymore, Stacy. He trying to unionize. They trying to unionize. I maybe shouldn't be having
get Ruthie to sign her card.
Maybe I need to not let them talk to you because they in here trying to unionize the station. We paying meager wages right now. We working on it though. We working on it.
Well, maybe if we
Well, as soon as you hit that threshold, I talked to Ruthie and Todd about it.
Oh Lord,
I was thinking we can get in CTU. We'd be all right.
I know. CTU does take care of their members. Okay, Todd, what you got?
Oh, I didn't really have a question. Actually, the thoughts that were running through my head, you pretty much answered most of them, and that was about the lack of teachers who look like us. And I know a lot of teachers who got the axe in the last, 10 to 15 years. And I do like the CTU's stance where if the student isn't prepared at home, you can't really teach them. So you want to help the system make better at them. So I guess I'll sign a card.
So, let me ask Stacy, because sometimes I do wonder. I see you guys getting in a lot of stuff. Like I heard you mention housing and all types of other things. Really, the jurisdiction of CT. Do you think? Well, I mean, because some people out here oftentimes say, man, they in everybody's business.
This is how I'll answer that question. Schools are a microcosm of the larger communities in which our students come from. So yes, we are in everyone's business. And how we got in everyone's business wasn't necessarily what we set out to do. It's actually what was put on our shoulders. You begin giving standardized tests, won't work. Look, standardized tests are a tool of white supremacy. It just is. The origins of them, period. So you give Black children a standardized test. You tell them that you got to pass it in order for your school to stay open. We know you ain't going to pass it because it wasn't designed for you to pass it. So then you're going to get a score that means that your school is slated for probation. Listen to that term for a school, probation. Just listen to it for a moment. So you put a school on probation, then you ready it for closure. And in the process of all of this, you're calling everyone involved failures. So you are saying, so I got to call the test out if I'm a teacher. I got to tell you that this is a tool of white supremacy and give you the history, right, of how it comes out of the Darwin movement, right? Eugenics movement. That's what I have to tell you so you understand why this is an unfair tool to use in the city of Chicago, where the majority of students used to be Black. So that's one thing. The second thing, you want to say, well, the students are not up to par in your school. And then I have to tell you, well, do you know how many students I have in my school community that have IEPs because they're special education students, and you haven't resourced the special education program? So then we have to fight about funding, because you gotta fund special education programs. But then we have 20,000 documented students in the Chicago public schools that are homeless. So then you still want this achievement, but what does achievement feel like to a person that's couch to couch? What does achievement feel like for a person, surviving in a shelter? What does that achievement look like? That disruption of not having stable housing. So they forced this argument, and then they lost the argument, because you cannot care about Black children and dismiss Black families. You cannot care about my child's achievement and refuse my husband a job. Those things all work together. The better socioeconomic status of a family, the better outcomes that our children have in school communities. Now, that's their research. But when we say it out loud and connect it to the lack of investment in Roseland or in Inglewood or in West Garfield Park, people get mad, because now you got to be accountable for what you put forth in the world. So it's both and.
Oh, dang! You know what? So, Stacy, I gotta ask this question, and then I gotta ask what's going on. So, oftentimes when we hear people talk about CTU, and I might say it every once in a while. Don't tell nobody. I'll be like, are they socialists or what? Is CTU a socialist union?
I hear that too. I'm not. I voted in the Democratic primary. So, people say a lot of things about unionism. Look, this is what I'm going to capitulate to, Maze, is that labor unions in America have the same issues with white supremacy and patriarchy as broadcasting and media does, right? As government and politics does, as public education does. Like, so to see a person like Karen Lewis or Jackie Vaughn, you're always scratching your head, like, how did this happen? And one of the things that we often minimize or extract from unions are the actual workers who make up the union. So today on the picket line, SEIU 73, Cook County Hospital, you're going to see Black workers. And then you're going to see Diane Palmer, a Black labor leader. We have to begin to reimagine in the 21st century that there are Black women in the vein of Jackie and Karen that are out here fighting the power for other Black women. You know who's working in our households because there's not a felony on their record and they're not excluded from the workforce? It's mom, it's auntie, it's grandma, it's your cousin. It's people holding it down. And those are the people paying union dues in the vast majority of our unions in this city and across the country.
Now, let me ask you, I know who's going to be on the picket lines, but who is collecting the big check? Who are the people that get those executive office level checks? Does it match the membership as well? Besides you, because we know you plug.
Well, sure, me, but you can't reduce Greg Kelly. Greg Kelly is perhaps one of the most powerful labor leaders in this country.
Shout out to Greg. He don't never call me back though.
Greg, holding it down. You have Diane Palmer, his sister at Local 73, who is on strike in this moment. She has been one of the most dynamic labor leaders we've seen lead a union since Karen. Diane has been on strike in every season since she's been elected to do better for her members. She said that when she first started in leadership at 73, she could believe the tolerance level that Black women as workers had built up for not having enough protection, safety, and wages. And so her work was to push back, and Diane is pushing back.
And I'm going, Stacy, you talked a lot about Black. I do think about Black men in this, because I do think we're getting left behind in the discussion. But I can't do it right now because we only got a few minutes. And Stacy, I gotta understand.
No. Stay there. But stay there, Maze,
God, gotta
I agree
move.
with that.
Go ahead.
I agree, though. We ain't gonna argue about the fact that I need my husband, my brother, my father, my son. We need each other. It's not just one or the other. We are a package deal.
I'm with that. I think we just don't hear it a lot in the general space, and I think we got to be focused on that. Stacy, but since we talking about Black Girl Magic, where is the Black Girl Magic in City Council? What the heck happened? What is going on with our mayor? Did you see what happened the other day with yesterday we had Alderman Jeanette Taylor, who is my best friend in my head, and I got her back like 1,000,000 times, 1,000,000%. But what is going on in City Hall, City Council, and what is going on with this mayor? Is she a white man trapped in a black woman's body or something? What? I don't understand what is going on. Talk to me about what's going on in City Hall and why can't the mayor seem to get along with anybody?
So let me start this. Yes, I saw what was going on. And shouts out to Jeanette, Stephanie Coleman, Maria Haddon for actually filing legislation to protect Black women. Remember, this was triggered by the mayor's refusal to settle the lawsuit that Anjanette Young put forth. So let's ground this in what it was. Jeanette Taylor was clear about protecting Black women in the city council, so much so that she understood how to do it, not just say it out loud and pander to us, but actually how to do it. You have a corporation council that the mayor wants to get confirmed. But in emails, she didn't even want to call what happened to Anjanette systemic. She wanted to call it problematic when we know it's systemic, right? We know that this is happening in our neighborhoods, in our communities. And Jeanette knows that because she is repping that particular neighborhood community. That being said, I want everyone to understand that I'm glad Jeanette is there, because if she can rep Anjanette Young, she can rep me as well. Beyond that, though, Maze, look, we were the first to be clear about what we were dealing with the chief executive of this city. Our demands were clear from the beginning, and we did not wait. Now, everyone else said, well, let's give it a chance. So a chance, and you see what it looked like, what it sound like. And quite frankly, the promise of these moments is that we actually get a balanced approach to government. And I think that's uncomfortable for people in this moment, is that we are so used to people telling us what to do in Chicago until we don't know what it feels like to have agency. And what Jeanette demonstrated, I think, for Chicago, and in particular Black Chicago, is that we have gotten to a point where Black people get to disagree. We are not a monolith. And if one of us got it wrong, then we got to get it right, right? Jeanette Taylor repped her. And Jeanette said, I got her back. That's what we want to see. The question shouldn't be about Jeanette. The question should be about, why didn't a mayor have her back? Why didn't she settle the lawsuit? Why is this lawsuit still in question after the tears, after the capitulation, after the meeting, after the promises? Why is this lawsuit still up in the air?
And on that note, Stacy Davis Gates, I want to wish you a happy summer vacation. Even though I don't think you're gonna be chilling. I think you're gonna be somewhere working, making stuff happen. Stacy, I said earlier this year that we have to be able to speak across the lines. We all have to be able to talk, because the future of the city of Chicago will very shortly be in the hands of all of us. Quite frankly, it already is in our hands. And so It is important that we continue to have these dialogues. So, Stacy, thank you for joining us this morning. And if you got some news or you got something you want to talk about, we always want to make sure that there is a platform for you to be heard. And so, know you always got a spot. And one of these days, we're gonna have you bring Jesse Sharkey on here, because I want him to tell us that you getting the spot next. Because I don't want no funny stuff going on. And I'm just telling you, we watching that.
Well,
all right.
Well, me neither. And one last thing, Maze, to keep it 100. Not talked about enough with the elected school board bill is Cam Buckner. After Cam, and I want to shout that out because it's important. After Cam was appointed, Maze, Cam came to the Chicago Teachers Union and he said, my mother and my sisters, I got your back and I want to help carry elected school board across the finish line. And real talk, we don't get across the finish line without Cam. We just don't. Representative Buckner, he represented us and he put it on his back and, he's clutch. He was clutch. I don't talk about inside baseball a lot, but if we're going to talk about it, we got to lift up Cam because he was clutch in the completion of this.
Let me tell you, Cam is super clutch. Now y'all just heard the elected school board, and I told you it wouldn't have been no black speaker without Cam Buckner either. And I know y'all was tripping, but the brother only been there 3 years. And I think that if it is some names to be tossed in the hat, I think that name could be in the hat, and I think we could be a better city for it. But I'm gonna let another conversation. This is the main show. Davis Gates, thank you for joining us. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but just know that the trolls knew you were on, so they was trying to work against us. I think it's a Comcast truck outside right now. Hey, y'all, this is the Mace Jackson Show. When we come back, we're going to talk to the international president of the greatest fraternity in the whole entire world. That's right. Man, if you don't get up out of here, the president of Phi Beta Sigma, Mr. Micheal Cristal, will be with us very shortly. We'll be back after these messages. Thanks again, Stacy.
WIIFTBP.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Broken screen, crash system. Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
Hey, sunshines. If you didn't catch the last page in the Book of Dawn, here's what you missed.
So you found that, but you also, during those times, made a conscious decision to create a base for yourself outside of the Isleys or the great artists that you tour with. And from that, the Mo Fitz Project was born. Can you tell us how and why you did the Mo Fitz Project?
Let me tell you something. I had been touring since I was 17. And what happened was Eve, your girl Eve, was doing different times. It's right on 47th Street.
Yeah, I think it was Blue 47.
Yeah, one of those spots. So Eve was doing something with them. So they were like, we're hiring bands. I was like, I'm going to put something together and go play local. Let me do that. And through that situation from Eve, the Mo Fitz Project was birthed. I was like, oh, okay, this would be great to actually come home and put quality guys together and make music locally outside of the touring. I just found another joy in that. And crazy, remember Terrence Kane came up with the Mo Fitz.
Oh, did TK?
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Please, Terrence was like, you need to call it the Mo Fitz, Ruthie. Mo Fitz. Use your name. This is how that name came about. It was Terrence Kane and my girl Each Bridgeworth. She was the launching pad for that. And then she would hire me to do different events. And she started hiring me to do weddings and stuff she was doing. And then it just kind of birthed into that.
Don't forget to tune in weekdays, 9 a.m. to the Book of Dawn from the What's in It for the Black People Media Studios. Roll Tide, y'all.
You're listening to I Said What I Said with Toussaint Warner and Herb Howard.
What are y'all takes on blended families?
Meaning white people or what? No, she mean like you got kids, this person got kids, y'all get together and bring the whole family together. I don't know. I have zero experience with it. I imagine it could be challenging. Especially I think the older the children are, I think the more challenging it could be. I think if it's little children or something, you can kind of explain it to them and they may like grow up together and kind of in that same space where this is mom, this is dad type thing. But if you talk about older kids where they literally have a mom or dad, another person like that has been in their lives, when they're older and you're like, oh no, this is your stepbrother, stepsister. Like, nah, we like 17. Like, I'll bone her.
And if this family don't work, you can just give me to the game anyway. Ain't no other, it ain't gonna matter. No woman will ever be important. I'm not being an ass. I'm in my this family that already. So now we just chilling. So you ain't gonna really know my children.
What's up, good people? You're listening to I Said What I Said with Toussaint Warner and Herb Howard live on What's In It for the Black People Media, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's In It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? Like, but man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steel on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm the seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, wake up, world. The Maze Jackson, your host, Maze Jackson, got my co-host Ruthie Moore in the building. Todd, we don't really count Todd as the co-host no more. What you doing, right? Why you in and out of me, man? Why you in and out of me? All the people that are tuned in to we want to make continue to watch live on the YouTube live broadcast as well as Facebook Live. Go to the Maze Jackson page and you can check us all out. But let me tell y'all what, it's the top of the hour and I'm excited to have him back again.
Oh, thanks, Maze.
No, not you.
Oh.
You know what? We have the international president of the greatest fraternity in the entire world. The people who, I got love for all my national pen, hell, member. Shout out to my beautiful, lovely wife who is a member of Delta Sigma Theta. Cannot forget my constitutionally bound sisters, the sorority, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. You know, DJ Ron be representing for the ladies of Sigma Gamma Rho because he be rocking his blue and gold. So, you know, we show love. Shout out to the men of Omega Psi Phi. Shout out to the men of Kappa Alpha Psi. I got the Sigma Gamma Rhos. Who did I miss? the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha. You know how they say it. But when you want to talk, shout out to the men of Iota Phi, what they call it? Iota Phi Theta? Right, the Iota Phi. Because when I came in, it was the Elite 8. Now it's like the Divine 9. So I'm a little old school. But here, back for the man, for the leader, our illustrious leader who got it right. It is the international president of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Brother Micheal Cristal. Brother Cristal, welcome back to the Mace Jackson Show. I feel honored because even as a neophyte, I never thought that I would be on a first name basis with the international president of our illustrious fraternity. How are you doing? Welcome back, and you on your farewell tour. What's cracking?
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm trying to see if Todd figured out his cross date yet.
You know, that was going to be my first question. Todd, when did you cross, man? Because,
wait a minute. I thought we were asking the question.
And I talked to your new president, Dr. Lonzer. I talked to Dr. Ward. They were like, Todd, we never heard that name. They texted me. So I want to just make sure we're legitimate because we want legitimate people around my fraternity brother Jackson.
I hear you. So this is going to be tag team wrestling. Ruthie, are you my tag team partner?
No smoke. Ruthie knows that next to every good Delta is a Sigma, so she ain't
That's
tripping.
right.
Oh.
You know, I learned that. You see that Delta Sigma Theta. All right, Mr. President, what is going on, man? You are. I feel like it's sort of like the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I remember when Kareem was making his farewell tour and he was going to all the stadiums and people were giving him their roses, all the people that had been a part of his journey. And Brother Cristal, I'm honored to have you here as you make your farewell tour. What is going on, man? Talk to me.
You know, you're exactly right, Maze. What a journey, what an experience the last 4 years. We certainly like to think we've made some major impact, certainly within the fraternity, but across the country. If you think about last year, there were three critical issues that was facing our country. All of us was in the midst of COVID, and we certainly engaged the community and our members. Tremendous amount of social unrest that was happening across the country, and we were right there on the front line, working in collaboration with the NAACP, the National Urban League. We came out with our own message. You know, enough is enough. That would be the death of African-American men. Worked in partnership with Ralph Lauren, where we had billboards up in New York City, as well as within Los Angeles. Probably one of the things I'm most proud of, Maze, we have that experience in Chicago. We're mentoring over 4,200 boys and young men of color through our Sigma Beta Club, and that's across the country. And so when I think about some of the successes we've had, right now we're in the midst of really finalizing and putting architectural drawing around a $21.5 million 5-story new redevelopment of our international headquarters. Not only will it have our corporate offices in there, but it will also have 5 floors of affordable housing within the metro city of DC. So a lot of great things that we've been able to accomplish. And so when you say, what have I been up to about the last week and a half? You know, with every engagement opportunity, you have to make the connection with our members. And I'm so proud of the engagement from our brotherhood on capturing the vision we've talked about. And so for about the last week and a half, we've been on a celebration of the Brotherhood Experience Tour. Our regional conferences were canceled in person because of the pandemic, so I didn't get a chance to go around during the regional conference cycle. So now I'm doing it one-on-one, and we've been to DC, we've been to Dallas, we've been to Houston. This past weekend, we were in Charlotte, and later on this evening, I'll be in the great city of Chicago to celebrate with the brothers. And I'm really just coming around to say thank you for the support, thank you for the engagement, and thank you for what you're doing to enhance the brand of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity.
Brother President, I want to say thank you very much. I got a question for you since I got you here. In this time, Brother President, where the social unrest has led to a reinvigoration, a reawakening of blackness and what it means to be a black man. Talk to me about how has Phi Beta Sigma worked to be relevant in this space of the consciousness, the raising of consciousness of black men. How do you stay relevant? Because we're here on What's in It for the Black People Media, and one of the things that I think often gets lost when you get into the people that are pro-black is the role that the black Greek letter organizations play in really moving the ball forward for our community as a whole. And and it's not just Sigma at that. It's not just Sigma. It's all of our fraternities and sororities. But I think you're in a unique position to talk about it and talk to us about how we're staying relevant in these times.
Yeah, thanks for that question, Maze. And our vision has been, will be a brotherhood of conscious men actively serving our communities and recognizing that we have the responsibility to define who we are. We're conscious husbands, conscious fathers, conscious professionals, and we're conscious servant leaders within our communities. And I love your question when you talk about the relevancy of the Black Greek organizations. Be reminded, we were founded in 1914. Think about that era and think about what we were participating in. In 1924, our first program was bigger and better business. That's what we were engaged in. How can we promote African-American businesses? And we didn't just talk about it, Maze. In 1925, a year later, this very young organization that was about 11 years old, mostly made up of college-educated men, young men. In 1925, at our international conference or national conference at that time, we invited African-American businesses to conference to showcase their business so we could celebrate them. And so if you fast forward that to what we're doing today, all of last year, in advance of that, you think about the March on Washington, 1963. A. Philip Randolph, a Phi Beta Sigma man, was instrumental in the organization of that event. Certainly we celebrate the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King and Alpha for their engagement. And certainly we celebrate
we
that
invited
level of
you.
participation. Absolutely. But, when you think about who were out there on the front line, if you look at the history, it was Greek letter organizations who were there. And so to whom much is given, much is required. And if you think about last year, and the relevancy is here today, but you think about last year, because I think history will show 2020 was just a very impactful year for our nation. Greek letter organizations were intimately involved in those three critical issues that we talked about. And so the Council of Presidents, as we had fun with your co-host there, talking about his engagement with Alpha, we were all working together. And one of the things we were most proud of is when we got to 2020 at the end of the year, there was so much level of engagement. Wow, it was really good to see Greek letter organizations out there participating. I think we all saw that iconic picture of the sorors where they were strolling to the polls. We saw the AKs, we saw the Deltas, we saw the Sigma Gamma Rhos, and we certainly saw our sisters Zeta Phi Beta. And so when you think about our participation, you think about our relevancy, I go back to what we all feel most comfortable, and that is the Bible. To whom much is given, much is required. And I challenge our organization to focus on the part that talks about the requirement. We have a responsibility. We're blessed. And with that blessing takes a responsibility. How are we bringing up the next generation? How are we bringing up our collegians? How are we bringing up our Sigma Beta Club? And how do we make the relevancy of our engagement so that it connects with our community and it connects with our members? And so I'm proud of the work we've done, Maze. I'm proud of the collaboration that we've done with the D9, other D9 affiliates. And I'm proud of the impact that we made within our communities locally, but also what we've done nationally as well.
Now, Mr. President, you are coming upon your final conclave. we are going to be taking over the city. We are going to be taking over Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Talk to me about what that is going to be like. Tell us what you got going on, because I know there are brothers from all over the country that are listening right now. What can we expect? Because wait a minute, are we back in person?
We're back in person with a caveat. We're doing what we're calling a hybrid conference. We've got about 1,200, 1,300 of our brothers having an opportunity to come to Myrtle Beach, primarily our delegates. Again, as we started planning our conference, Mays, just like the country is beginning to open up, but as we're beginning to open up, we're all doing it in a very responsible way. We're saying to members who are having an opportunity to come, you got to be vaccinated. So as we continue to look at the data, I know you're doing a great job as you talk about what's in it for the Black people. We also got to be, what's the phrase I'd use? COVID responsible, meaning if you haven't gotten vaccinated in the community of Chicago, I certainly encourage you to do so. I've encouraged my family to do so. I've encouraged our members to do so. And so in order to participate in the conference, Mays, you've got to be vaccinated. We've got a tremendous amount of COVID protocols in place in collaboration with the hotel, working in collaboration with the city of Myrtle Beach as well. We're going to have an opportunity to make some investments within organizations whose values are in alignment with ours. Mays, in the last 4 years, we've invested over $300,000 to 7 organizations: the NAACP, United Negro College Fund, Thurgood Marshall Fund, the National Urban League, and certainly we've invested in some of our own, Sigma Beta Club Foundation, as well as our Phi Beta Sigma Federal Credit Union. Our fraternity, Brother Jackson, Todd can't say this, our fraternity is the only fraternity that has a credit union, which means that not only do we invest in our members through economic development, but we create an atmosphere for those kinds of investments to mature. And so we're going to have an opportunity to celebrate success. We're going to invest within the community of Myrtle Beach. We certainly would do the business of the fraternity, but also, like everything, everybody comes for the Grand Orchid Ball. We have our great march at the end, and we'll close out. And something I'm looking forward to, Brother Jackson, we're going to elect our new international president. And I'm looking forward to us celebrating that and working in collaboration with our new president on moving Phi Beta Sigma even further.
And speaking of that, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the great regional director of the Great Lakes region, who is also running for vice president, who I actually made. Ooh, I'm not allowed to say that because I got the international president on, but it was before his time. It was back in the time, but I got to acknowledge our brother David Turner, who we one day here at the Great Lakes region hope that will be an international president, but a tremendous servant. Got to acknowledge in our city, Distinguished Service Chapter member Charles Talbot. Also got to mention the Godfather Clarence. You cannot forget Clarence when you talk about the Sigmas in Chicago. Shout out to Alderman Burnett and everybody else. Hey, Mr. President, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be reaching out to you because I'm going to need one of them fancy ribbons on my badge when I come to the international conclave doing my thing. But I appreciate you. Man, you know, can we broadcast live? We would welcome that. From the convention.
Absolutely. And I have to say this too, Mays. So appreciative of the partnership that you've established with this president, but with the fraternity. One of the things that I'm so proud of is that we've seen so many of our members bring their talent and their gifts to help scale the brand of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity. And I love how you introduced me coming on saying, welcome back, because you created an opportunity for me to come on your show another time when I was in Chicago, broadcast it all across the country. And whenever we have a chance to collaborate with our members that can bring that level of skill set, that level of influence, we're extremely appreciative. So I want to personally thank you for creating an opportunity for Phi Beta Sigma through their international president to come on your platform to really scale our brand. That's extremely important, and I want to thank you for that.
Mr. President, thank you. What you're talking about was bred in me at the University of Illinois at the Epsilon Xi chapter. Phi Beta Sigma across September 1st, 1990 at 5:32:30 a.m. And since that day, Phi Beta Sigma has always been in my heart. I must say that there was probably never a time in my imagination where I ever thought that I would be on a first name basis with our international president. And
I think that needs to stop right now.
You got to know your cross date before we can stop it.
Have Maze call you Mr. President all the time.
But I will tell you that it was funny because when the phone rang and I was talking to the president, after I got off, I told my wife, I said, hey, babe, it's pretty cool when international president of Phi Beta. She said, wait, that was y'all international president? You don't got to explain nothing else? Like, you talk to the international president, and I just want to thank you. I also want to thank President Jonathan Mason, who also introduced me to you. And just shout out to the members of the dark side. I know we're not supposed to say that, so Iota Phi Sigma. Shout out to all of the chapters in Illinois. We are the greatest state in the greatest region, the Great Lakes region. So many of our people are doing so much work. Mr. President, while you're here, you got to catch up with Cyril Nichols, because he just became appointed the state representative. So make sure you catch up, and let's make sure we try to get dinner or something in this space, because I kind of got the plug, so we can make it happen. Hey, y'all, this is the international president of the greatest fraternity in the world. Go ahead, Ty, say it.
Alpha Phi Alpha?
You know what, man? See, he don't even know. Next time, you can't talk no more in these until you know your cross day. Hey, Ruthie, check this out. I bet. Watch this, though. Watch this, Mr. President. Don't do it. I forgot Ruthie trying to be that. Ruthie one day will be. You know what? I got to stop. I'm going to be in trouble for everybody. So, Mr. President, thank you.
She stopped you immediately.
Right. I wasn't. Look,
I got aspirations.
Ruthie has aspirations. One day, Mr. President, Ruthie, we got to get Ruthie with the president of. What do y'all call you? What y'all call you? As the president?
Just regular, yep.
President, Mr. President, I gotta get Ruthie connected with the president of Delta Sigma Theta, because we believe that one day she gon'. Well, I don't know if you're allowed to say it, but we gotta get that plug. Hey, y'all, we have the president of the greatest fraternity. He is doing his farewell tour. Are they gonna give you a blue motorcycle somewhere? You know how they did Kareem?
Let's start a little organic movement to get me a blue motorcycle. Let's make it organic.
All right. Hey, y'all. It is President Micheal Cristal. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to finish up the show. Things we got. Plus, Friday. Our 1 year anniversary is next Thursday. Next Friday, we are going to be having, Tennille and Dawn already started, we are having the What's in It for the Black People live broadcast and concert. We're going to tell you about it all after we come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Thank you, Mr. President.
WIIFTBP. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Can you hear me?
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
The Chicago Legal Network is the collaboration of attorneys that concentrate in many areas of the law most needed in Chicago neighborhoods. The CLN lawyers focus on personal injury, criminal defense, and other issues. The CLN lawyers all average over 20 years of legal experience and are dedicated to helping the Chicago community. The Chicago Legal Network is committed to developing black lawyers through mentorship and co-representation. So if you were injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or injured on the job, or you need assistance with criminal defense, including driving violations and DUI, check out ChicagoLegalNetwork.com for more information, or call 773-912-3545. 773-912-3545.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the
Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host. Why you going up? You trying to talk louder than me? You trying to make the dude sing louder than me? Let Ryan trying to drown me out. See, he won't put no bass in my voice, and then he want to turn up the fake Marvin louder than me. Look, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, as well as Todd Stroger. Who? Todd, how many ships did you have?
Oh, wow. We were big. There was 14.
Okay, when's the last time? You need to call your ships, man, and could you find out y'all cross dating time? Because you kind of, man, you know, when the president.
I'll start you off with 2:18 p.m. and you just try to figure out all the rest of it.
2:18 p.m. on what day?
It was a Saturday.
Daytime or 2:18. How you get finished at 2:18 p.m.?
Well, we had none of your business.
Yeah, cookies and milk, and then y'all was like, y'all have
you
lunch.
You Sigmas wouldn't understand this.
Right, because our times are 5:30 to 30 a.m. It's all good.
Wake up. You guys are going to cross.
Oh, you see that, Ruthie? He trying to get cracking. He trying to get it cracking.
Don't get started. Don't get started, bro.
I'm going to tell you what, man.
Don't want none of this fire.
Hey, y'all. Today, Derek Chauvin gets sentenced. What y'all think? The Minnesota recommended 30 years. You think that's enough? You know what he got convicted of? He got convicted of unintentional, let me see what they called it. Second-degree unintentional murder and second-degree manslaughter. And they are recommending 30 years. What y'all think? First of all, you think it was unintended? It was what they could pass.
Convicted of two different things. So I always wondered how that worked.
So I
never heard of unconventional murder.
Unintended second degree murder.
Wow,
how is murder unintended? If it's murder, it's intended.
No, manslaughter has always been had a unintended part to it.
Right, so that's why you get charged with the manslaughter, not the murder. Murder seems to me to have intent. Manslaughter means my bad. And then it's like, it's my bad. It's like my bad.
Way of saying that.
It's like you killed him, but there was some extenuating circumstances. Oh, y'all think he should be stoned? You know what? I didn't really.
No, that is way too humane.
Stoning
is not that
way
humane.
Way too humane.
Ruthie,
he should have the life suffocated out of him.
I think he should have to choke daily. Should gag. He should be.
What are you trying to say? It's not a pina colada.
Todd, you nasty. I'm just saying, like,
that was hilarious.
I want to see him in skirts and heels and tube socks for about 3 years, and then I think he shouldn't make it. Now, Ruthie, but for you to say stone. First of all, do you know what stoning is?
Yep. You know, unfortunately, the internet has made us privy to some of the most.
You look at that. I wouldn't even look at that.
Toxic videos.
Like if they said a stoning video, I wouldn't even watch it. Is it like where they dig a person in a hole and just his head is up there and they throw rocks at the head?
Kinda, but think about so I've seen unfortunately I have went down the depths of the internet and I've seen videos, you know, like that. Think about The Handmaid's Tale. The people with the rocks.
That's what
stoning's in the Bible.
It is.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I just thought they threw rocks at you. I didn't really realize like they dug you in a hole.
I mean, they might just tie you up, immobilize you, and then let people have at it.
I still think the one we saw on Handmaid's Tale, where they dug a hole and your head was above the ground, and then they just threw rocks at your head, and you couldn't move, you couldn't duck. Like, can you imagine seeing a boulder come and it's just like a brick? That's just
No.
Hassan said he would love to watch it. I feel like there are very few places that we are in control of. And I do feel like prison, I've said this before, we're in control of the prisons internally. Derek Chauvin should be the first episode of Oz. Do you remember the first episode of Oz?
I didn't see Oz.
When the white guy showed up and he was in the cell with Adebisi, and Adebisi was like, barbecue mouse. He was like, you know you're getting it right. He was like, you know you're getting it. And the white guy was like, oh, come over here. And then at the end of it, you saw the white guy burning a tattoo on his butt, naked across his lap. I think that Derek Chauvin should have issues. Like a lot. A lot of issues. Todd, why are you looking at me like that?
I don't really like to think about jail, so.
Me either, really. Do you think he'll get the max? Do you think they will give him the 30 years? Or do you think he'll get like some 7, 10, 15, 20?
I don't think they'll ever give a police officer the max.
I think they have to give him the max. I think if he come up with anything less, let me not say the max, but if he come up with less than 20 years, I feel like it's gonna be some fire tonight. What do you think? Or are we worn out? Dang, Kenneth, look at what Kenneth Seals wrote. That's terrible. Y'all are terrible.
I don't know, Maze. I think you were heading down that path
Right, he
yourself.
actually said it a little bit more eloquently than you did.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right.
Do you think Ruthie, what you think he gonna get? Ooh, removal of organs while awake.
I don't even
So you opened up a terrible box here.
Yeah, I don't even have the capacity to speculate about what he should get at this point. He gonna get, because somebody probably already know what he gonna get. They just trying to put enough gates up to make sure perimeter in case it doesn't with what the want.
Dolores is predicting 20. Let's put some numbers up on the board. I say he gets 14. Yeah, I'm with you, Randy. Somewhere between 12 and 15. That's why I said 14.
I'm actually with you guys. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, okay, well, Salim, that should be a fight. That should just be a fight. That should just be like, you got to give him up. Salim said the Aryans control. I'll be like, they got to be like, you got to get this up. You got to get this one up. Like, they got to be like, yeah, you know what, though.
He's a police officer. He'll be in solitude anyway.
I feel like they should put that in the stipulation. You cannot be. You should be in the room with the people you killed.
I understand what you're saying, but there's a reason not just for him, but also for the correctional officers.
They could just wait till it's over. They could just come when it's black people. They just, man, did you watch what's my man on the movie? What was Khalif Browder? They watched. They came when it was over.
Who's Khalif Browder?
Oh man, the boy who went to jail for 3 years, who for a backpack that he didn't steal.
Oh, I remember him. Yeah, that's awful.
It was beyond awful. I mean, and to watch what happened to him all of that time in the jail.
Mm-hmm.
Solitary confinement.
And then when he got out of solitary, I felt like I wanted him to be in solitary confinement because they was just, you know how you just feel like that's the safer place to be?
Right.
Because they not going to be attacking you. But then he was in solitary and they let the people in to whoop him up on in there.
Crazy.
And the police watched. Speaking of police watching, did y'all see that video yesterday?
Yeah, in the hood, in our neighborhood.
It was on 87th and Dan Ray.
No, I
You
didn't.
gotta see the video.
Oh my God, the video! I might put it up, but the video is of was a police officer sitting in the car.
You mean they captured the?
Yeah.
No, it looked like just some regular people who had a dash cam.
Who regular people have a dash cam?
A lot of people have a dash cam. I think it's a worthy investment for
you.
Anybody.
Got a dash cam?
Front and rear, absolutely.
Really?
Yes. It's gonna become standard in cars pretty soon.
I Uber, so I need one just in case.
And they really inexpensive.
Really? Well, basically in this dash cam video, they were stopped at a stoplight and 2 people got out of a car with automatic machine guns and shot up a car in front of them, and then the car drove off. I was like, who was doing the shooting though? Because they shot everything but the people in the car.
Did anybody die?
Really?
No.
Nobody died?
Let me see what I got a report from the police.
Well, that's scary.
You know what's crazy? You know the first thing I thought of is like right at that light, right? You know, if you run it, you get a ticket.
Missed them
so
all.
I was thinking people can't even really get away because they scared of the thing flashing on them and getting them tickets in the mail.
So essentially what happened was they missed everybody in the car. They shot a bus, a McDonald's, and hit 2 other cars. Luckily, no one else was killed.
They were on the east side.
No, they were on the Dan Ryan.
Literally, you know where the people be selling the T-shirts, the Fruities at, It's the most busy, like one of the worst intersections, right?
Oh,
going back east.
They were on the west side. That McDonald's is a long way away.
Exactly, unless you got an automatic weapon, right?
Right, and but here's the thing I think people don't understand with the. See that? They just jumped out the car, pulled out those big old machine guns, shot up, missed everybody, and sprayed the whole world.
Crazy.
Just think about that, man. And they hit nobody. But I always think like, well, here's the challenge. You know, like when you shoot that automatic pistol, and you don't know how to shoot it, it's like you hit it, and if you go like when it's
The
like
recoil.
the spray, you don't know how to shoot. You done shot everything else, and there's so many bullets that done came out before you, man.
It was that was poor planning.
I feel like I feel like it was like they go to me right there.
I think it's more shock value, like a shock value type of thing. Like
did you think they knew who they were going to kill in the car?
Oh my goodness, absolutely.
Right. So you think they were tailing them?
Yes.
Or do you think they just?
I think that was a straight up. We about to assassinate you in a very public type of way. Imagine if they would have got who they was trying to get. The narrative would be so different. But right now, since nobody got hit, people are like,
we ain't even talking about it on the news. It's the Maze.
Exactly.
It's not even on the news.
I did not see it on the news.
And my thing is, I get off at that exit all the time, like all the time. 87. And
that's my place.
And if you're coming to the expressway from 87, you are. I always hate coming up to the light before you get to 87 to cross the light, because that window in between where they selling all the stuff, it's almost like 3 times you get stuck at that light before you get through that bad boy.
No, right there in that area, which that's my neighborhood. I frequent it at least once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times a week. It is way too much traffic, poor stoplights, and it's way too many. I don't mind the people selling their stuff, but they need to do a better job within that intersection of either making those lights a little bit longer,
something, because people
it's too congested. They steadily put in more and more shops in those strips, but it's not keeping the traffic lights cannot help that infrastructure. It's so dangerous. There's so many accidents over there. It's everybody trying to rush and people slamming on the brakes because they don't want to get caught by the red light camera that's right there.
And they don't want to get caught stuck because the people in the middle of the street will make you miss your light trying to buy some fruities. Hey, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. We through telling y'all negative stuff because when we come back, it's Tell Me Something Good Friday. And I can't wait to tell y'all what's happening next Friday. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
WIIFTBP. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality Black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe Black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that. starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of Black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
You better be careful, baby, be careful. This is a baby making song. Better be careful what your radio on. This is a baby making song. Better be careful what your radio on. You let down your hair when you're feeling sexy. You bite on your lip when you're holding your tongue. You uncross your legs, yeah, without even speaking. Your body is screaming. You wanna make love. I can hear your body language. You ain't said I run, but I know what you feel. 'Cause I can hear.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore. Shout out to Todd Stroger, who's visiting us this week. He made, what'd he do? 3 out of 5? You 3 for 5. That's good stuff, man. You a 60%er? 60% shooter.
I feel like I should have a retort, but I don't want to work that hard right now.
Hey, y'all, brain power.
It is. You got to save it. You got to go put it into the Village of Robins. I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show. Ruthie Moore, Todd Stroger. Look, y'all, Ron is in the building. He turns 30 this weekend, so y'all send him some happy birthday love and all that good stuff. He taking some days off. He on vacay. He taking 2 days off. So, just 2. So you'll be back on what? Thursday? Wednesday? No, 2 days. Wednesday.
I'm off Mondays.
Oh.
Taking off Tuesday.
Okay. Monday. Oh, man, I got to fight. DJ, where you at, man? DJ, where you at, man? You want to fight, DJ? Get some sports. Then we can get some sports and weather and some traffic in this bad boy. All right, but y'all, it's time for Tell Me Something Good Friday. Who go first? Todd.
Gee.
Last one in, first one out. Todd.
Yeah.
Tell me something good.
Nothing's going on in the village this weekend. Relaxation.
There's always something going on in the village.
And sometimes.
So you're going to, you know what? So you what else you gonna do? You going somewhere? You gonna watch a Korean drama? You gonna go shopping? Did you get your check yet? Cause he ain't take us out to dinner yet.
Well, that's like on the 6th paycheck.
Okay.
After I pay all the old bills.
I got you.
But not you mentioned the Korean drama. Claire was supposed to be looking one up for us, and because we just finished our second one.
How's Claire
Sky
taking
Castle.
this work thing?
She's like, we're supposed to do this every day? That's pretty much how she feels about it.
That is funny. Do you think that being a stay-at-home dad, did you all bond extraordinarily?
I think we bonded. I don't know if it's extraordinarily, but I think
y'all had like a little routine, a little how we get things done without mom.
No, I think this was
to meet there.
If I'm there, she's like, "Where are you?" You know?
Okay, and now was she ready to go back to school now? Or
No,
she want the hybrid?
I think she's
mastered it.
I think she there's just not a lot of things for her to do in the office. So there's some lulls, and she hates the lulls.
In what office?
I
said she like to go to school.
Oh.
She ready to go back to school.
Who cares about that? She just started work like last week.
Wait, she started work. Where's she working?
She works.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it until you
You're
ask
right.
her if
She's
she
right.
want people to know where she working at. You welcome, Claire.
Right. She work. No, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be like, because you know it's gonna be like, you know, if people find when people used to find out I was at Burger King. They'll be in the drive-thru like, hey, let me get a free Whopper. I'd be like, dog, we ain't never been cool. Not one day in school.
Not one day.
Not one day. Now you see me in the drive-thru, you want to be no, dog. No, not even that. All right, so Todd, that is yours. So you got any good plans for the weekend? You cooking? Who cooking?
No. I might throw something on the grill, but I don't have any plans yet.
Okay. I'm thinking I want some lamb chops.
I want to fall asleep in my chair.
Ooh, falling asleep in the chair.
That didn't happen this week. It was awful.
Those are good old days. That's the good old days when you could just fall asleep in the chair. All right, Ruthie Mo, it's the weekend Friday.
Just gonna clean my house. That's it. That's what I'm looking forward to.
That's it.
During the
So I was gonna be in the streets. You know, I was waiting for the young people in the streets report. Like we was gonna know what we could do. Ruthie is faking, so she don't want us popping up like, what y'all old asses doing here?
I don't be out like that.
You was like, now Ruthie.
I don't be out like that.
I seen you skylining one day.
You seen one
Ruthie was
rooftop picture.
Ruthie was skylining. She had on makeup.
No,
she
I
was
didn't. I didn't. I don't wear makeup. I wake up like this.
Ruthie, you was skylining. She was at the thing. She had on her little. I saw you.
Her
You
Ruthie
seen you.
dress?
She didn't have a dress on. She was skylining.
I know how to
though.
dress up when I go out. I mean, I be talking, but I at least know how to. I clean up decently.
Ruthie was out there skylining. She had on some heels, doing her this. Look, she like. Yeah.
I don't remember that now.
I'm just.
You know, I choose comfort.
I choose comfort. So, do you wear like them big squishy heels, the big squishy ones that you know that look like the?
That's funny.
Not like the ones with the points on where you gotta walk around. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all, Laurent, tell us something good, man. What you doing for your birthday?
I'm gonna try that Top Golf out. I've never been there.
Oh, cool.
Oh, awesome.
I want to go to Top Golf.
I've been there.
I've never been.
I've never been. See, this is my thing. This one, you know, like. See the young people done already found it and invaded it, and they put it all the way in Naperville. And how all the black people invaded? Look, how you know Naperville? Like, damn, we thought we was far enough away. The problem was they put it on the expressway, so people was driving by, and they was like, "What's that over there? Is that drinks I see?" And the next thing you know, I tell you, depending on the day, Top Gun be like, "Nice, get over."
They don't be in there like that.
Oh, well, then it'll be closed like within a week.
Now, Dave and Buster's, that's a different story.
Dave and Buster's gone.
That's what I say. They're closed.
Dave and Buster's?
Yeah.
No, they're not closed. The one downtown, nobody wanted to rent to them. It's funny too. It's funny.
It's like Chuck
E. Cheese, the grown Chuck E. Cheese.
Right.
Somebody recommended that to me. That was high schoolish. I don't do Dave Buster's no more.
Look at you.
Mr. 30. Mr. 30.
Right. Right, because they all up at they all in Chicago Cut with bonnets on.
Really, Maze?
I did it just so somebody could talk
And
to it.
speaking of that, you know the twerking cocktail guy got a restaurant opening up in Chicago.
The twerking restaurant guy?
Remember the dude was like, no twerking in a restaurant.
Oh, everybody got a restaurant in Chicago.
Yeah, he
Where's
got a restaurant opening up. Gonna be downtown, y'all.
That's clearly because he's black, but not from here. Because
Well,
the only way you getting something in downtown Chicago and black is to not be from here. That's just the way it is. It is.
Dang.
It is, and I think maybe we gotta figure out. He must be in the black part of downtown, because you know the white.
I think he got some. No, he got prime real estate. I'll look it up for you.
Look it up for me, Ruthie.
Everything downtown is prime real estate.
Yeah, but it's the black part of downtown. It's the white part of downtown. You know, if you are in the downtown where you have to be on the leash after 4:30. I don't know how willing they are to help the black man now. All right.
Did you say something?
I was getting ready. Oh, okay. Y'all didn't realize that
That was me announcing.
6 days from now will be a day that will live forever in infamy. No, I'm just playing. 6 days from now, we will celebrate the anniversary. What's in it for the Black People Media and What's in it for the Maze Jackson Show. Now,
I think you and Ruthie should get a box and go on the other side.
No, we're going to have, so I'm excited to announce that we are going to have a live broadcast as well as a breakfast as well as a concert featuring artists from the What's in It for the Black People Media playlist. Next Thursday and Friday. Shout out to Book of Dawn, who has got the band already confirmed. We are going.
I was going to say this outside, but I guess you couldn't play music outside that early.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
we're gonna play. No, we're gonna play the music starting at 9.
Oh,
well, maybe a little bit earlier than that, because we got the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, should I tell where it's gonna be at?
No, I just want to. What are we eating? That's all
What
I want
time
to
is
know.
the food?
What time is the food? I think we're going to have donuts and stuff all at the beginning. I think we're going to try and mix it up. So if you're interested in being a sponsor of the 1-year anniversary, please do not hesitate to hit me on the inbox. We're going to have concert.
You can afford a muffin.
Now, this is what I want to do. I was going to see how much longer you're going to take. Do that again. How long can we extend that out? I wish we could have recorded that. Could have been, then it could have just been the Ruthie. Hit the Ruthie. All right, so
The Ruthie.
next Friday from 6 a.m. to 9, well, it's going to be more than 6 to 9. We haven't put the complete hours down. The stage is ordered. The sound is ordered. We're going to have breakfast. I think Mark is going to provide mimosas with Sherlyn.
That's true.
Shalon, excuse me. You ain't ever had breakfast mimosas, Todd? That's
My
what
wife
mimosas
does
come
because I
from.
drive.
Okay. Well, it's a parking lot, so you can have them in the car. You can park your car, bring your chair. We're going to have an outdoor concert. Can we have barbecue in the morning? Because I was going to get Black Train, but what could they make like a brisket omelet or something? Like, what could we eat for breakfast? Anyway, but anyway, will y'all buy some tickets and come? Right? I want y'all to come and come kick it with me. And I want the parking lot. I want people to what is going on? And what I want to do is celebrate us all. Because y'all, we made history. Like, we made history. 1 year. They told us we couldn't do it. We walked away. We started it. And now here we are 1 year later. Who would have thought?
I think I will have some mimosas. I'll take the Cottage Grove bus.
Return, please. Well, you know the bus. Well, we having it. The bus does come right in there and it turns around.
Yeah.
So should I tell them?
He's so funny, Todd.
Should I tell y'all where it's gonna be at? Cause y'all might have to get there early so y'all can get y'all park y'all spots. It's gonna be on 50 in the wall. It'll be all in the parking lot at the 55th and Ryan. Next Friday.
Nobody over there.
There's nobody over there. Friday from 6 to 9. I'll let you all know about the tickets and all of that good stuff starting on Monday. Because Dawn, Tennille, myself, and the planning committee, which is Dawn, Tennille, and myself, we are finishing up the final touches. So we got the basics. We got the band. So if I have to sing, what about my love?
Yeah, you'll be the backup.
Seems to be forgot my love. I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all got to go tag Dante and tell him. So I need y'all, look, and then y'all buy the tickets because we got to buy the tickets so we can pay for everything. Right? So I'm gonna have all that ready for you next week. But if you're interested in sponsoring, would you like your name on the stage? Would you like us to be like, so I think, like, do you think we should have a breakfast inside and then have the concert outside? And then have, like, select guests that can come inside and be part of the and we brought cracking, like, yeah. And then out during the shows and be like, and next up.
That's a lot of stage manager.
Dawn until 9 o'clock. Now we're gonna figure it out. All that's gonna come together. But I'm just telling y'all just need to be there. And we're going to give you an anniversary that you all will enjoy. Some of y'all about gonna be bringing brown liquor in the morning. We gotta get slick. We gotta get everybody. Now I'm just telling y'all tell
Seems
all
like
these
I'll be
artists
taking the red line. I don't have to take the bus.
Tell all these artists that y'all know that y'all done heard from, y'all got to go tag them. Because, sometimes, how people get famous? Then they be like, how many thousands of dollars?
Good famous or bad famous?
Good famous. Well, I feel like we done supported a lot of artists right here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Book of Dawn, who has brought all of the great stuff.
Good music. I like them. All kind of stuff.
Y'all gonna park y'all cars, we gonna take over the whole parking lot. Like, we gonna blow it up. The concert is gonna be a space, but I'm gonna just tell you. Is the sound going down again? Mm-mm. The location is 55th and the Dan Ryan. 55th and the Dan Ryan.
I got my venture card.
The shopping mall is at the north end of the mall. The north end of the mall. 55th and the Dan Ryan next Friday. Now, I'm telling y'all early, so if the police or if we start having problems, then But that's private property.
Yeah. If you take the red line, though, bring your gym shoes because that's a bit of a hike. That's like a block away.
No, it's not. I don't know. What's the red? You mean from the... Why y'all act like a block is a long time? It's not. It's nice.
It used to be nothing, but now it's just like... Whew.
And it depends on where you at, right?
Right.
Right. This is a long block. This is a short block. Y'all gonna come out? Will y'all come and celebrate with us? You think y'all think we're gonna get some people out? Yes, there will be merchandise. We will be selling what's in it for the black people merchandise. I got the order already placed. We're gonna order some t-shirts. I'm even ordering girls sizes.
Girls.
Ladies, women's sizes. Is that better? I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm, you're welcome.
So if you want muscles, you want muscle shirts. I'm gonna have to tell y'all what y'all want. Muscle shirts, tank tops. Are y'all coming? Now look, I want to see everybody in the building.
Those Italian t-shirts. So you gotta get her one of those.
What's that, like white beater?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. You're not allowed to say that anymore.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
What? So who do y'all want to see? I know y'all want to see Dante. Y'all should be tagging him now. But who else y'all want to see? I want to see Slick. I want to hear
Ricky Hendon.
Oh, Ricky Hendon.
You forgot about Ricky.
Ricky, you got to come. We got to get Ricky and Farley to do Rona Money. Dag, DB. That would have been great, but I would have loved to do. We could have did it on the roof at Whatchamajigam too. That would have been cool too. But Audrey, your WIIFTBP box, is it still here? I thought you got it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord. Well, I still could put you one together, but I sure thought you had it. I thought it was the box that was under the table. I want to see Slick. I want Steve Stone Huff. You know what? Because we ain't heard in a long time. Throwback. Right? You can put throwback on underneath us right now. Bring it down low. But I'm excited about the whole concept of 1 year. You late, Brother Daniels. Brother Cristal was here and did the thing. Todd still didn't figure out when his cross day was, though.
I don't entertain you guys.
Yes, you do. You just don't know it. We be cracking up. We be cracking up. It's been a good week, though. We had some great shows. Shout out to my girl and my best friend in my head, Alderman Jeanette Taylor. Are y'all gonna be tuning in to the city council today?
1 o'clock, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
you watching?
I gotta work, but I'll put it on in the background.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna set a reminder right now.
I'm gonna tell y'all that this city council meeting. Do y'all think they folded though? I mean, really?
I don't. It's like
you never do, Todd. We knew you didn't think they folded.
No, it's like you said they don't have the votes to override a veto. So,
but imagine the mayor vetoing the black man street name.
Man, she already out there. That ain't nothing now.
Can she come back? When y'all gonna invite her to the picnic? Is the mayor invited to the picnic?
Just don't let her bring any potato salad.
You know what? She invited to the picnic, but I sure want to see Jeanette when she get there. That'll be like, hey, you see the man came out. All right, y'all. It's been y'all. Ryan, you ain't got to tell us nothing. Y'all kind of making me.
I was going to Top Golf. It's my birthday.
I thought you was going out of town.
No, Top Golf is.
They have one in Dallas.
Naperville. I thought you was going right.
They have one in Dallas. You can go there.
Yeah, we're still going to Wisconsin.
Oh,
you going to? So you going to Dells or you going to the Geneva?
It was too late about Geneva. It was too late.
Ryan, you got to grow up, man. We got to help Ryan. Ryan said we going to. Let me tell you, man. you finna go up to Wisconsin Dells, which is the home of what's that waterborne disease?
What?
Waterborne disease?
Hey man, what's that thing that was in the water? You know, yeah, it was water. See, man, I feel like when you go to
Wisconsin, talking about
man, y'all go. What was it? Cause we went there and I was like, "What is this? Like Hillbilly Central?"
I've never been.
Wisconsin Dells, you gotta go to Lake Geneva, bro. Like Wisconsin Dells is like, and now it's like a. Yeah, I went there and I was like, this doesn't seem very sanitary. I felt like it. There it is. Thank you, Audrey. Listeria.
I remember that word.
Yep, Listeria was cracking up in Wisconsin like 4 years ago. And I always be thinking about when I see them little kids jumping in the pool, I be like, it sure looks like a lot of pee in this pool. I be like, yeah, nah, I'm not getting in that pool. But anyway, Leron, you get in a room with a pool on it? You get in a room with a
Yeah, with inside.
You got a pool.
All right.
In the room?
Like the jacuzzi.
I said a pool. You going to the Sivers, dog. Stop lying. He around here going to the Sivers. Ron going to the Sivers this weekend.
No.
Oh, we thought Ron gonna be in Legionnaires. Ron finna be in we finna see Ron. Where's the Sivers? In Downers Grove. Ron finna be in Downers Grove at the Sivers. If y'all see the Nissan Central parked out there, you know Ron is
My car in the shop. I ain't even gonna have a car.
You gotta rent a car? How you getting up there?
Your car in the shop and you still got a car note?
I tried to tell Lil Ron. Lil Ron crashed his car. They asked him, did he want to total it out? And he said, no, give me it back.
Ron.
Ron, what is wrong with you? He said, look, let me tell you what Ron said too. This was too funny. He said that it's just going to need a little framework. You know?
Oh, my God.
Ron car finna look like he driving off the road every day from now on. If you're behind Ron, it's gonna be like, why is he driving? Ron got a brand new car, $7,000 worth of damage. They asked him, did he want to total it out? He said, nah, fix it. Ron,
It was 7,500.
talk to us, man.
Like this? Didn't know. He just didn't know.
But this is my thing.
Now my question is, how much did the car cost when you bought it?
Well, it's a Nissan. I'm not gonna get into that, but this is what I'm gonna say. This is when you say to the millennial, stop. You gotta ask. Like I know you got it, but like because as soon as Ron said it, everybody in the room was like, you did what? Just like Ruthie did. Like, wait, you took the car back?
Right.
And he was like, I didn't know. I said, what your daddy say? He said, I ain't tell him.
I will admit I don't ask too much, like for help or advice.
I got you.
That's not good.
And I'm just saying. So Ron, and I appreciate that, and I independent. And so when I'm driving behind you, and your back end is looking like it's bent, I'm gonna say, Leron, I know y'all know everything, but talk to somebody. Because I'm just telling you, I don't never want to see you get played, right? People say all the stuff in the world. I could be I always want the best for people. I always do. Whether I got attitude or not, I want the best for you. And Ron, if your car got anything over $5,000 damage, if they ever give you the option to total it out, total it.
Take the check, Ron.
Total it out and start over. Because that car will never, ever be the same. And I'm going to tell you,
it won't be the same.
And it's brand new, so you just got it. And so and now the way they be financing these cars, get you for your car note. Yep. So for years, you got to drive with a limp.
Yeah, right.
You gonna drive with a limp. So, hey, bro, next time, just talk to the people. We got you. We won't make fun. Like, you won't be a whole episode.
I heard this a couple of weeks ago that age forces some wisdom on you. So that's why you like to ask older people.
I'm gonna tell you that limp on that car gonna force some wisdom on them. He gonna be like, people gonna be honking. They gonna know to turn right or left because they're gonna be like, are you turning or not? Are you changing lanes or not? Because you know once your frame is bent, It's just been. Hey, y'all, this has been the Maze Jackson Show. Y'all make sure y'all wish LeRon a happy birthday as he turns 30. Y'all make sure that Todd falls asleep.
Tell him to slow down.
I hope Todd falls asleep in the chair this weekend and watches a Korean drama. Ruthie, I'm super happy that all you got to do is get your house clean. I hope you have a great time doing it.
Thank you.
LeRon, me?
You.
Oh, you know what? I got a plan for this weekend, but I'm going to the baseball game tonight with In the Zone.
Right.
Shout out Ryan and In the Zone. So for Sonia and Ruthie for who celebrate birthday. I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace. Don't.
WIIFTBP. Check.
Oh, please, don't you rock my boat, 'cause I don't want my boat to be right. Oh, please, don't you rock my boat. Oh, no, 'cause I don't want my boat to be right.